hotshot driver with a promising career dominating.
Hey, hi, hello. Good evening. Welcome to the middle of the week. I hope yours has gone well. For me, it started off fine and then I don't know, kind of hit a bump. I feel like things might be a little rough going, but we're gonna. They're not bad yet. They're still okay, but gotta keep myself in check. Much like what I would have to do here in The Crew 2. Our protag so far has managed to take down 3 rivals out of 4, and hopefully we will see some semblance of a finale start up here. We got just one more. It looks like we gotta go off the road, gotta take to the skies, hit the ground, swim through the water. Take on the Freestyle family, take out their rival, and then we'll see where things go from there. Alright, let's just jump in here, shall we? Not much more to say, you know what the Crew 2 is all about, you know what I gotta do. Now it's all about just getting to doing it. Yeah. Actually nuts. It's kind of crazy. I did the live summit for the past week as well, and yeah, you can see I've hit icon 155 since we last met. Live summit has like a particular event that will just give you oodles of followers. It's kind of absurd just how much it gives you. So yeah, that's why I jumped so far. You can just filter freestyle. Alright. Pretty high percentage, so I don't think we'll have to do too many of these, but we should probably do a few that we haven't seen already. I know we've done aerobatics, we've done we do demolition derby? Is it? Well, I know we've done aerobatics for sure, so maybe we'll do the other 3. We'll do like one of each of the other 3, and then we can focus in on some of the other stuff. Oh, right, I should probably do the... Yeah, we'll do one of each, and then we'll like try to find the special cutscene triggering events.
What is King of Mayhem? Think of it as Demolition Derby 2.0. We took the old school sport.
I like how they spelled out O, just O-H.
Game changers. That's how we do things in freestyle. We love the classics, but we're always looking at them askew. Enjoy.
Yeah, mix it at remix. Give it a twist. Oh, looks like this is going to be an arena. It's going to be fun. It's like how the Demolition Derby cars are very colorful. At least mine is. It's like some sort of Danganronpa style paint scheme we got going here.
Make Demolition Derby even more fun than getting hit by other drivers?
Answer: getting hit by the arena itself.
Oh, okay. So basically turn this into like car Power Stone. I assume they'll have more to say as we move on with the stuff here. Oh, jeez. Hey, y'all, let me do something.
Or, as I like to call them, mayhem makers. They change up the game and will appear throughout the event.
They're more like power-ups, right? Alright, thanks, you two. Oh my god. It's basically a points generator if you manage to grab it. Man.
Don't feel bad if you get hit. I got walloped so much testing these things, I've still got bruises.
That's not supposed to be a good thing, right? Dang it. Couldn't get the points because someone blew me up just before I was able to reach it. Mofo. Alright, I can at least try to grab that damage power up. Provided someone else doesn't do it first. Aha, I got it. I got it, suckers. It's all mine. First you gotta go out of your way, so I guess there's your risk-reward component. Why are y'all over here? Y'all realize I already got the power up, right? I'm sure not putting it to good use. Ow. That's what I get. Ah, repair bonus.
Remember, those traps aren't just there to get you. If you're smart, you can push your opponents into them. Want me to show you how?
No thanks. I'm good. God damn. Couldn't do much because everyone was off somewhere else. Why is it that the point... So points bonus is going to be like the one I can't just pick up because someone else is always going to snatch it away from me? Either they're just like at the right place at the right time, or... Oh well. Guess if I get at least to some of them, it won't be so bad. Other than that, some of these mofos have like 45,000 points. I guess it has to do with blowing up cars and not blowing up myself. Alright, y'all stay where you are for a moment. Let me get this damage power up. Unless someone else already got it. There it is. Oh. You can see I'm almost destroyed too. Well. And I'm still leading. I'm still leading. Ah, it's a point bonus. Go for broke, as they say. Stay the heck away from that thing. It's mine, you tell ya. Woo! Alright. This wasn't about me. This was making sure no one else gets it. Although me getting it is always a nice bonus. Alright, provided someone doesn't suddenly jump like 20,000 points, I should be good, right?
Woohoo! Nice run. That enough mayhem for you?
No, not really.
There's always room for more.
Yeah, I do like it. It's a nice change of pace from, you know, just racing down the track like most of these other disciplines are. Alright, so where are my points? Ah, over here. Okay. Apparently there's a live reward nearby as well. Let's see if we can find it. Shouldn't be too hard if it's like out in the desert, right? Oh, it's getting faster. Still don't see oh, there it is. There's a crate. Found it. Okay. Which discipline should get the parts? Presumably it should be one that I already have like maxed out performance level in, so I can potentially get some good maxed out parts. So let's... Ah, you know what? Let's do hypercars. Switch to hypercars real quick. It's not maxed though. Eh, screw it. Actually, no, not screw it. Maybe we could go with a streetcar. It seems like a lot of discipline. There's a lot of events in that discipline type, so maybe getting potentially getting a good part there might be completely worth it. All right. Oh wait, I forgot to switch. Okay, now we open up. This is the main character, open up! 2 purple parts. Oh, at least we got this. Well, you know what? 1 out of 2 ain't bad. We can put that other part on another car, perhaps. Okay. Now, let's do a monster truck event, shall we? Go to Death Valley. Oh, wait, I think I might have done one of these already. Ah, well, we'll do it again.
You were a kid and you wanted to smash your toys into one another just to see what happened? Well, now, you've got a monster truck and a playground full of jumps. Go wild.
Anyone used to do that? They used to play with, like, their toys and just, you know, cause all sorts of mayhem with them. I did that with my, like, Lego toys. We would build them and just, you know, put them in fights, and they would do all their combat stuff, and...
Roll right and you'll rule.
You know, Lego lends itself pretty well to that, because you can have them break apart and everything to just pretend it's, like, battle damage and everything. Ah, it was fun times. And it's fun because my nephew is like super into building Lego sets, and he kind of enjoys doing that kind of stuff too. Man, this reminds me of an article I read on The Onion. It was pretty much a parody, but they were like, you know, basing off like a 7-year-old's playtime, pretending he was like some sort of director, right? Like treating his playtime story as like something serious. It's definitely like that kind of story where, you know, everything's kind of made up on the fly, and, you know, it doesn't really all come together, and the article is like treating it like it was this super epic thing. It was pretty fun. Man, I wonder if the people at The Onion like feel weird, because it feels like, as a lot of people would say, it's like real life seems to be a lot more satirical feeling than what The Onion could ever put into words. It's like, yeah, you look at some parts of The Onion and you think, you know what, I could probably actually see someone doing this for serious in real life, and I don't know if I should be bummed or amused by that. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at those points. Honestly, I think these monster truck events would be a lot more fun if they had us, like, actually running over cars and stuff, not just, like, picking up these minimal poly tokens. Seriously, these things look like they maybe took, like, well, I probably shouldn't disparage them. Maybe it took them a while to actually get them to actually work in this world, and, you know, there's all sorts of other stuff they need to do, like how they also need to always make it face to player, and you know, give it like destructible properties and all that. Well, we're about to reach the score target here. Not a moment too soon, because I'm almost out of time. Alright, 2 more.
You outdrove me. Well
Hey! Alright, that's right. I am the master of wandering around the arena and smacking into circles. I love hitting circles. Oh, that's it. Well, then, this would be a lot better if they had the Smash Brothers announcer just go yell, "Break the targets!" Alright, there's one more discipline I don't think I have touched upon yet. But first we will enhance... Oh wow, I think I got a lot of monster truck parts. I don't know. Why didn't I stick them onto my vehicle? Man, some of them are almost maxed out even. That's kind of nuts. Ah, I hate it. This is the worst feeling when you get like a legendary part, but it's not max number, so you know you're eventually gonna swap it out, and you're just, oh man. because you could really use maybe whatever effect that the part could confer, but on the other hand, you gotta make that number go up. Alright, let's do jet sprint. I haven't done jet sprint. At least I don't believe I have. Is this gonna be just like a powerboat time trial? Oh man! Got some rear. This is like a turbo jet boat. Alright. Wait for him to load. Oh, just
They
gonna.
say what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. But we've got a race coming up there, and everyone's gonna know about it. And where we're going, we won't need roads, my friend. Just canals, pools.
And a couple of kitchen sinks along the way.
Why not? This is a big deal. It's the first time anyone's raced here. A boat race in the middle of the desert. It's a crazy idea, but that's exactly why it works.
Next thing you know, they'll be racing planes on the strip.
That would never happen.
Yeah, how about that?
3,
It's a good thing you guys didn't see any of the post-launch events, did you? Okay, so this is just like powerboats a bit faster.
Efforts to make for a great race.
I'd like to thank everyone for coming by to the stream. No, I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Ah, jeez. What is with those, like, random wood panels? So I forget, is it top 3 or do I have to win the race?
By the way, you want to tell me why we're having a boat race in the desert?
Why not? Is that going to be the answer? I swear if the answer is why not, if the response is why not. Man, jet sprint is like unforgiving. Or maybe it's just like this particular event. When are they gonna have the response? I'm assuming it'll be at like the 2/3 mark. Oh, I think the real thing doing me in here is the massive speed reduction I get for smacking into a wall. I certainly get it, because they don't want people taking advantage of walls to just like ride along them and not have to worry about things like turning or drifting. Still kind of stings though when you do hit it, especially since these sprint boats are like rather squirrely and turning.
Now's the time for you to go all in.
I don't think you ever got your answer to your question. Why do a boat race in the middle of the desert? There's just the answer that would only be revealed if I were actually winning. Ah, jeez. I don't even get a consolation prize. This is just me completely biting it, messing up. We're gonna try again.
3,
I mean, I was doing okay until I like bumped into the walls too many times. So presumably the solution to that would be to
Let's pool
not
our
bump into
efforts
walls.
To make for a great race.
I had to listen to this dialogue again. Yeah, it's like they don't put up too much of a fight to start, but you fall back far enough, then it becomes very hard to catch up. If you let them get ahead of you, it becomes hard to catch up. It's like a reverse
By the
rubber
way,
band effect.
You want to tell me why we're having a boat race in the desert?
Right? It's like if you're ahead, then doesn't seem like anything you can do will shake them. They'll always be fairly close behind. But if you let them get ahead, then that lead will just keep on building and building. If you don't keep pace, and at a certain point, it'll become impossible to catch up. Certainly feels weird. It's like one mistake and you're done, but up to that point, it feels like you did so much. You tried so hard. You got so far. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. I swear that reference will never get old. Ugh. You know, I was faced with like a small crisis like right before stream because I'm glad once again my paranoia with mic levels came in handy because I noticed I forgot to reconnect my mic because I think I just spent a morning just untangling the wires that my controller and mic cables had kind of gotten themselves into. Untangled them. I reconnected my controllers, but I guess I forgot to connect the mic, and I was glad I checked that. It's like just before I went live, I checked the mic levels, and once again I was like met with gibberish when I went into properties. That's when I didn't see the meter show up. So I checked the properties, and I was like, wait, the mic I usually use isn't in there. Wait, where is it at? Oh, sorry. We'll continue the story in a minute. Build a mousetrap. Something.
Bam, turn it loose.
Yeah, we need to keep
The world? Did they have to like?
pilots entertained.
I have to assume that's
Finding twists,
paintballs,
something
right?
to make it
Those are
laugh.
paintballs.
To say to everyone, stay tuned. Wait till you see what's next.
Maybe it's like
That was a nice race.
watermelon juice.
Too bad the world will never know about it. Because, as I may have previously mentioned, whatever happens in Vegas.
Yeah, you're joking, right? Probably joking. Yeah, as I was saying, I noticed that the mic I usually use wasn't like in the list of mics to switch to, so I went and reconnected it, and thankfully we are here now. So yeah, hopefully I'll never get another incident where I'm completely muted for an entire stream like I did with Sunset Overdrive that one time. You know what, we're gonna just like go in here and see what sorts of special art events we have. You should get us the cutscenes, right? Yeah, so we did that one. Oh, go against the flow. Don't go with the flow, like some certain songs might sing to you. Oh, wait, did I? No, I forgot to switch. Forgot to swap in the parts I got. Let me out! Let me out! No! Alright, we'll do one race, and if I mess this up, then, well...
This is gonna be one heck of a race. A tricky one, too.
Already?
No idea what you're talking about. Narrow passages, going under piers,
Jumps, big waves.
watching the boats racing through an actual working port. It's never been done before. The drivers will have a blast and everyone will go crazy.
You'll be saying that right up to the moment someone gets creamed by a tank.
I was gonna say, they might go crazy, but it won't be for
Either way.
the reasons you think of.
To the law of physics.
I'm gonna say. It's like how people always say, if you're walking, you see a car breaking the law, well, just let him bike, right? Because even if you're right, well, being right certainly ain't worth your life. That's for sure. I think that's like the thing, right? Some people realize that they got the power, so they will abuse that power to kind of do what they want. Rules be damned, because, hey, who's going to stop them? Certainly not going to get stopped without great cost, that's for sure. Oh yeah, nailed it! Totally worth falling behind there. Jeez Louise, I'm not even like matching pace with them. They're just barreling ahead of me. wonder if this is like one event where they expected me to actually pick up some upgrade parts.
Careful there. That's a tanker, not a toy.
Yeah, thanks for letting us know. Ah, man. Wonder if I should just restart. Feels like that might be the ideal thing to do considering how far behind I am. Yeah, now I'm 9 seconds. Yeah, we're just gonna restart. I try that again.
3, 2.
Maybe barring that, we can do some other jet sprint events instead. Yeah, look at that. They just effortlessly plow ahead of me. Okay, I'm keeping pace with them this time. Maybe things will be different. Hey, out of my way. Jeez, you guys aren't like the split-second cars. Gotta not push me around so much. Okay. Okay. We might be okay. Yeah, gonna go around. If I remember correctly, someone said, hey, don't take the jumps unless they make you, because they'll more than often than not slow you down. Yeah, it's the only way you're gonna generate boost from the air is if you like take points in that skill, and even then, generation rate is slow enough that might not be worth it. Who approved of this stunt? Certainly does not feel like the kind of thing you would go and broadcast on the internet. But as we've established multiple times, the crew 2 is not particularly concerned about things like realism.
So watch out.
This is where it gets fun.
It's all fun and games till someone gets hurt. Then it's hilarious. No, kidding. It's a popular chant back in my childhood. I guess it's because it takes the old saying, but gives it a really dumb twist. I remember the first time I did that too. I just said that off the cuffs, like, it's all fun and games till someone gets hurt, and then my friend and I both said at the same time, then it's hilarious, right? My friend was really into that kind of humor as well.
I can't look. I can't look. Okay, I gotta look.
This reminds me of that one line in was it Yu-Gi-Oh! The Abridged movie where the main bad guy like finally appears and he's like completely unclothed, and then Kaiba just says, "Don't look at his penis. Don't look at his penis. Don't look at his penis. Don't look at his penis." Damn, I looked. You know, I think that series actually had an update not too long ago. Surprised it's still being worked on. A much slower pace, but I know they're about to approach the end of like the main series, so my guess is, you know, little Karibo probably wants to at least get to that point. And I have to imagine after that, once he gets that out, that might be it. Right? It's been over a decade. The guy who kind of spearheaded the thing probably deserves a rest. I know he's like doing other things now, but yeah. Man, I still remember the first episode when it came out. Just, you know, I was on a forum. Right? I was on a forum. Someone just like made a topic. It's like, hey, check out this video. Someone like took a Yu-Gi-Oh episode, dubbed over it, and like condensed it into 5 minutes. Like crammed a bunch of jokes, and we all thought it was like incredibly hilarious. I mean, it was incredibly hilarious. But that started the wave of a bridge series. Everyone would take an anime series and just, you know, condense it into several minutes, add in a bunch of jokes, maybe goofy voices. Oh, hey.
Our people, They need thrills like normal.
Another
folks need
cutscene.
Oxygen. That's how wild they get out there. We're just
Oxygen?
pure, uncut adrenaline junkies.
Of course, that's who we are. Why do something that's been done before? So safe, so boring. So
Oh, I see. Look at them jump that waterfall.
No, thank you. I'd rather push it to the limit. It's so much cooler when you pull it off.
So this isn't
You
just
see,
about
I
improvising.
told
This
you
is
it was
also
worth the
just
risk.
doing
You never
everything.
feel more alive than when you're on the edge.
It's times like these when I feel truly alive, or something like that. I wonder, is the freestyle family going to be like big friendly thing? At least be a nice contrast to the other three, which had a clear antagonist. The Offroad family further mixed it up. It's like your first mentor guy turns out to be your actual final rival, and the guy who you thought would be your rival actually became your mentor in the end. And then street and professional were pretty standard things. Wait. Oh, here we go. Pilot. I do have some points I can throw in here, so we'll give nitro refill. And you know what? We'll give nitro refill boost during a jump. Ah, we can max these out. And where should we put our 2 points? Maybe drag bump. I don't know. Okay. We're gonna go back into activities and see what else we got. I think I did everything here, so... Hey, yeah, one more. Wreck and Havoc. That sounds like a mission name in the first-person shooter.
Did I ever tell you what the definition of insanity is? Nah, it ain't what you think.
What?
It's racing monsters.
It's like a deliberate Far Cry 3 reference right there.
Not even a little bit. So naturally, that's what Sophia and her friends want to do. Wait, don't tell me. You're in on it too. Of course you are. Well, get ready to roll, because roll is exactly what those suckers are going to do on you if you're not careful.
Ooh. You know what? Can at least appreciate the turn of phrases this guy used here. Oh, this is a race. Huh. Okay. This isn't a find the coins and smack into them event.
I hear these trucks aren't built for speed, but that's never stopped me before.
It's not gonna stop me either. Don't stop me now, 'cause I'm having a good time, having a good time. You know, for being monster trucks, these things seem pretty speedy and pretty maneuverable. I don't know, I guess I always imagined monster trucks just being like big and unwieldy, but these ones are more compact than that. At least that's what it feels like.
The beach is where you're going to make or break this run. Gear yourself up for it.
I'm not even on the beach. I'm kind of like just inside the beach. Right? It's like the part of the beach where you see like the grass kind of just transition into sandy area. And you finally find yourselves out in the sand. I always enjoyed that part of like being on the beach. It's like you get that feeling that you finally arrived. You're finally ready to just kick back and relax and enjoy yourself. This course is pretty short, all things considered. Already halfway through, and it hasn't even been a minute into this race. Well, just a little over a minute, I should say.
You're on a roll. Now just don't roll your truck.
You already did a roll pun, man. You can't do another one. Says the guy who probably has reused puns quite a few times. Oh, I got that checkpoint, so why am I so worried about this?
Keep tearing up that track. That's what it was made for.
Oh, but this is like a park. I really hate to tear up the scenery here. Can you imagine like the resurfacing costs this city would have to incur? Alright, still 12 seconds ahead. Got plenty of room to like recover after that. Alright, we got about like one more checkpoint, right? Oh, yes we do. It was gonna be a big air finish, like so. Yeah, okay. I like that. I like that. Finish in the air. Oh, here come the other trucks, haha. One of them just limped over the finish line. They're like, well, shucks, you got me. I guess I'll catch you next time.
Thing is, when you play the sort of games we do, all day, every day, people might think you're just a little immature.
Just a little bit.
If you don't mind my saying so, they ain't entirely wrong.
Yeah, okay. But even if I don't take myself seriously, I do things seriously. I can outfly you and outdrive you any day of the week. And then stealth
Wonder if the old guy's gonna,
Really? That's not even a word.
if the Emmett here is gonna become
But they're
the
missing
final
the point.
boss.
We've got the big toys. Why not make a big noise?
He's not so above it all. Hey, whoa, another one.
Cook up
So soon
something
after the
new,
first.
We try it, we fail, we try again till we get it right.
Mm-hmm.
Want a car to be more than a car? Jack it up and see what you get.
Might want to ask MI6 about that.
Isn't that how
What was
jet
that with
spray
that
got
color
started in
flash?
the US? Two guys had a few too many and decided they wanted to race boats in a parking
Oh,
lot. So they grabbed a shovel.
it's a purposeful thing.
If you can find
Oh.
a toolbox, you'll be fine.
Now we see why the mist is
That
changing
was
colors.
totally crazy. I loved it. Let's do it again sometime, only bigger and better.
Shut up, I wasn't trying for the speed trap. I'm in the wrong car for it anyway. Alright, let's check the narrative real quick. Okay. Maybe the last two I get for like, getting to the final event. Let's see where we are. 37%. Said there's plenty to do here. I guess we could do some demo derby, right? Where should we go? Why not the 8? Figure 8's always a good arena, right?
In this event, you'll see Demolition Derby isn't just an arena sport.
Nope, it's about racing too.
Oh yeah?
Now remember, as fun as the smash-ups are, racing's not about being the last one standing.
It's about being first to the finish.
I mean,
Though the smash
that's usually how most races are, right? Unless you're like doing a battle race in which you can win if you are the last one standing.
ups are really fun.
Yeah. Won't deny that. Alright, so this is more of a straight up race with a bit of destruction elements in it. Probably gonna be some obstacles. Reach top 3. Will do. Ah, stupid freaking car just blocked my path. Oh no, the lost person. Yeah, it's only a power bonus and a repair bonus because we really don't need a points bonus here. It's not a points event. I think I'm smoking them. I also like how the map of the area has changed. This isn't like you know, that radar that we would have normally. This is more of the like kind of the top-down view of the track. You see your position and everyone else's position and the position of the next checkpoint. How many laps are we gonna do? Feels like we're gonna do at least like 10. Seems like it. I go around one full lap is 10%. Yeah, so it's gonna be 10 laps. That's fine. As long as I hit the repair pickups, I should be okay. Can at least appreciate that they have a health meter on the side of the speedometer, so you can at least tell how close you are to destruction. Whether you should like start driving carefully and start seeking out repair power-ups. Man, this one's like not so bad once you kind of get the aspect of cornering down. Alright, 2 laps to go, right? Final lap. I just got swiped there. Oh, I bring it. But it was always there. Did I just like not see them? Ah, sheesh. That's okay. I'm still first. I'm still first. Must have lapped these folks at least once. It's not going to matter because I win, fools. Didn't stand a chance. I'm the best. I'm the best. I rule. You drool. Alright, that's enough of that. I bagged on that other guy for doing that sort of thing. Probably shouldn't.
Let me tell you a secret. The limits to freedom don't exist. Anything
You mean metaphorically, right?
If you can do it, you should try. Some people might call what you try crazy. They may even be right, but what does that matter? The only way you're gonna know your limits is by going past them.
Yeah, but there's the whole kind of like cost-risk analysis that you gotta do too, right? Can't just throw things to the wall. You gotta make sure you listen to the people who might be like, hey, maybe this thing might not be as viable as you thought it would be. Okay, I saw like beeping, so I assume there's another live reward around here. Here we go. The beeps. And out here, it's got to be like really easy to find the box, right? It's getting faster. Up. It let up. Where are you at? Like around the arena? Are you in the other direction, perhaps? Is it in the river? Is the box hidden in the river, perhaps? Oh, the beeping stopped. Wait, it started back up. Oh, I see it. Is that gold or is that green? That looks very gold. I'm going to swap to my street vehicle here. First, let's equip these new parts onto our car. Alright. Off to the streetcar. Streetcar... It's just a streetcar, actually. Nothing too, nothing too special about it. Alright, select. Alright, open up. Ooh, 2 gold parts. Oh man. Let's see what you have on offer. Fortunately, they're all in categories that don't need gold 280, but oh well. I mean, I probably shouldn't be too concerned about them because, like, I read about like the sets that the legendary parts could be, and it's like only one of them is actually super useful for the racing part. Everything else is, it gets you like extra stuff, but you know, it's not anything that could get you something good in races. All right, why don't we go to Everglades? I did put on did put on the new parts for this one, right?
Unless you want to be picking swamp grass out of your teeth.
Is that why like people wear mouth guards? Let's see. Yeah, I swap things out. I should be okay, right? The proto rocket. Oh, is this going to be a time trial? I don't see any other racers here. Which I guess makes sense. Yeah. Oh, wow. Whole last 5 minutes. Okay. Wow. Very much find your way through the swamp. Try not to get beached while going through here. Okay, there's a lot of twists and turns. I can see why this isn't like a competitive race and this is just a time trial.
Keep making good time.
Alright, at least Emmett seems to believe in me. You know what was real funny? When I was playing off stream, I actually did like a few more street events, and Latrell actually chimed in, and yeah, he was talking about, oh man, you moved up on the list, you're like number 5 now, and I'm thinking, oh wait, didn't I already like make it to the top? Of course, that just happens to be a bit of story and gameplay differences there. It's like even funny because Tio also chimed in, you know, he was his smug ass self, even though I kicked his butt previously. It's weird. I actually read that with the off-road events, if you like go back and do all the events you didn't do before you kick Otis's butt, Tucker will actually be the one to say stuff about it. Wondering why they didn't do that for the street events as well. Wouldn't it be great if they had like Tio say different stuff if you manage to actually kick his butt? Even if it's just something like, yeah, you beat me once, but you can't do it again. Oh, that was just luck, man. Or, in the end, I will still, my way of life will still be better than yours. Oh, I like that jump. Wow. Some of these billboards look like they could probably stick them on a fridge. I feel like that might be a bit too harsh. That might be like... I mean, it's a decent looking logo, but the fact that it's like on a completely white canvas throws me for a bit. Oh, we're doing 2 laps of this. Okay. I'm sure someone's already figured out the best way to kind of jump over the patches of land so that you can like cut off large chunks of the track and shave that time down by a lot. Gotta admit, this is like pretty chill. Just boating through a swamp. It's only the time on your side. You imagine if you just like removed the time and the checkpoints and everything, this would be a pretty good just like a jet boat simulator. Has someone made a game like that yet? A game where you just like get to jump into your powerboat of choice and then you know, take it all around the popular watery locales. There might be certain folks that might be balking at that idea, but man, I can just imagine that sort of game being super relaxing, especially if they let you mess with a whole lot of boats, right? Not just like power boats. Maybe let you control fishing boats as well, so maybe luxury boats. If they really want, they could also let put in stuff like jet skis. Ooh, and that could lend itself to customization pretty well too. Could you imagine being able to customize your character in like a variety of cute swimsuits? Ah, I'm totally into that. 30 seconds. I mean, I know it's normal, but still. Substantial amount of money from this event, too. Ah, there's my parts. Yoink!
So hey, it looks like you're really getting your name out there. That's great. I'm happy for you. You're doing everything right. But I just want to remind you, if we end up competing, I'm still gonna kick your butt. It's nothing personal, but it's gonna happen.
Can at least appreciate she's still like 70% more friendly, right? She's still very, very super confident, but also encouraging. It's like, hey, you know what? You're doing well, but you know what? I'm still better. Can at least appreciate that. It's a very friendly rivalry, and I can get behind it. All right, why don't we go to Carnage? Let's cause some carnage, shall we?
We may call this whole
Seems odd, me liking a demolition derby. I'm a builder, not a wrecker. But here, the fun's to build something that lasts.
for you. For me, the fun's in making a mess. What's the point of a house of cards that never falls down? So, shall we rattle the roll cage?
Oh, you're one of those people. You're one of those people who sees like a giant block tower and are like, ah, man, I want to kick that down. And then you go and kick it down.
2, 1.
No, the points bonus. Someone else got it. Guess I'm like super surprised at, given kind of like the degree of craziness the post-launch events get, that they didn't have anything like doesn't feel like they have like anything like a battle arena style mode, something like a Mario Kart battle mode where you get weapons and stuff. Maybe that's like a bridge too far for them. My god, everyone just beelines towards it. Why is it the point bonus everyone kind of like magnetizes towards, but the other ones they just kind of go and ignore? Also, I'm not doing too well here. How do I just retry?
3,
Almost feels like the points bonus are the kingmakers because they give you so much. You'll probably do nothing except drive around, get points bonuses, and you'd find yourself in like a pretty healthy position. Maybe these guys are just like better at gunning for the bonuses.
Take your time. Stalk your prey.
I can't take time. Someone's got like 20,000 points. I gotta go smacking the folks here. Okay, so they do show on the radar where the bonuses are. Someone else has claimed it first. Dagnabbit. Maybe this isn't it. Maybe this isn't the event. Looks like if I can get some really good hits, I can secure a lot of points. Ugh. Aw, surely I should be getting some points for that combo.
Doubt they'll take much more of that.
Smoking. Oh, there I go. That's okay, I got like a buttload of points. I'm in third. I'm in third for now. Now I'm in fourth. Ah! The one person who just happened to be there was able to get the points bonus. Alright, I only need to be top 3. That being said, I'm... Ah, there we go. It's about the vehicle destructions, too. Spray smoke is like people to go for. Why is Jane so cracked at this? Seriously. There we go. Oh my god. That was a very timely pickup right there. Whew. Okay, even if I do get destroyed, I'm sitting comfortably. As I said, there's still a minute to go, so it's anyone's game, as one might put it. Ah, dang! Someone got the repair bonus. Can barely see out of my hood here. Oh, there it is. It's okay, I still got time to increase my lead, or at least make sure it doesn't disappear. Get back here, you son of a... Jane could come back and take it, but you know what? Even if they do, I'll still be... Oh! Secured my win at the last second. I mean, I was already in the lead to begin with, but... Alright. Weren't as hopeless as I thought it would be. Yeah, I forgot to talk about it last week, but how's about that Steam Next Fest? Another one has come and gone, and I've put out some more recommendations for demos. I did get a couple of likes, right? I put out some of the recommendations, and I did see, oh yeah, this person liked it, and then I go and look at their profile, and like, oh yeah, they worked on the game, so it's like pretty cool, right? It's always the fun part. Because, hey, you go out there and support the things you think are cool. And some people will be into that, right? Another arena. A bullfight. From the looks of it, this is going to be like a Soul Calibur arena. Wonder if they'll have like an insta-kill spot where you can knock someone into the water and you'll get like instant points. Oh yeah, ramp up too. Very nice. Oh yeah, this is just a flat arena.
Nothing like a first hit on a fresh car.
Yeah, you know, if it's a demolition derby car, then yeah, I can see the appeal of that, right? It's like trading paint, as someone might put it. Up. I was the one who fell into the drink, and I think that's like all of my points gone. Yes, it is. Oh boy. Can I just retry that?
Shake it off, then get back to demolition.
Yeah, we'll shake it off. We'll shake off that timer and shake all the time back into it. I'll try again. Yeah, wow, this is like basically Soul Calibur. Ring them out. And if you can't, well,
That was
just mind your positioning.
delicious, am I right?
Hey, you know what? I can see the pun, at least. I give you that, hero. At this point, I might as well just like get smacked around and you know, see if I get any points that way. It's okay. I'm still in first. I'm still pretty healthy spot. Jane got that.
That's a first step. Now show them how you dance.
Don't you dare look back. Don't take your eyes off me. Or don't go holding back. She said, shut up and dance with me. I think that's how it goes. Ah, man. That's okay. I got like a boatload of points from that. Good hit there. That's it. Into the drink with you. That's what you get for stealing my points bonus. Yeah, this is the kind of thing that probably would only work in a video game. Imagine all the cars that they would have to fish out of the water afterwards. Oh my god. It's like when you start spiraling, it's kind of impossible to recover because someone else is gonna get a good hit in on you. Pretty much have to throw yourself into the crowd and hope you end up on top. I'm barely hanging on here. Oh my god. God damn it. Can't even take a moment to think because they will capitalize on it. They will just knock you around. Well, I got one of them. I got one of them at least. That's like a net 5,000 points. This is what my hubris gets me. Oh well, I only need to be top 3. Obviously being top 1 be ideal, but if I can't do that, then well, I'll do what I can. Yeah, you really can't slow down. So you do, a car is just gonna like magnetize to your side and just knock you out. Alright, well, 4th place is a good 9,000 points behind, so can at least be grateful for that. There it is, prime target. Gotta get in there and capitalize on it. It's auto-destruction instead of just get back on track. Oh, wow, okay. Really discourage you from doing it by just taking away all your points. Or, yeah. Good thing I had the points bonus to kind of cover my butt there. I feel like a lot of this demolition is just me getting wombo comboed. Crap is it? Ah, you motherfucker. That's okay. I'm second. That's good enough. Yoink.
Don't you worry about Emmett. He might come across as a grumpy old bear, but he's really just a big cuddly teddy bear.
Big cuddly
He's all
grumpy
bark
teddy
and
bear,
no
right?
bite. Wait, do bears bark? If they did, they'd sound like Emmett.
I mean, they kind of roar, right? Bears roar. At least I think they do. It actually reminds me of I was watching like one of the VODs of Jimmy Kimmel, and I guess they've started like showing a brief clip. I guess they just found on the internet, and one of them just happens to be this bear that just like entered the person's house. You know, they were wandering around it, then they go to the freezer, open up the freezer, go snatch a lasagna out of the freezer, then they go climb out of the window and just like leave the place. It was kind of nuts to look, to watch. Just imagine this bear just like figured out how to forage through this human's home, take some food and leave with you know. I assume they would go back to their cubs and maybe they'll just like find somewhere to go feast on the lasagna in peace. Either way. Let's do this jet sprint, shall we?
I don't know if your friend Alexis taught you this, but trimming's gonna be key. Raise up the front of the boat and you pick up speed.
I think that's what I
Go the
was
other
missing.
way and you trade speed for tighter control. Use that and you'll save yourself some seconds when every second counts.
I was not taught about the second part though. This is probably another time trial because it's a river area. It's not a big open water zone. Yep, beat 3 minutes 20 seconds.
Keep your turns tight and your throttle open and you'll do fine.
I keep on forgetting about that. You can tilt the left stick to either go for more speed or more handling. I wonder if it's like that for I wonder if it's like that for I wonder if it was like that for hovercrafts as well. If I like tilted forwards and backwards, could I get a speed adjustment? Maybe the effect is just like more pronounced for the sprint boats because they're just faster.
You haven't beaten my time yet.
No, but it's in progress. You can see, according to the checkpoints thing, I'm making okay time. Of course, it's only a 2-second lead now. That should be my usage of boost. If I just accidentally ground myself, then hopefully have enough boost to get through. Alright, so this is another 2-lap dealio. Oh, I thought that was like the ghost boat, but no, it's just wildlife. I was going to say, like, I'm surprised that they actually put wildlife in here, but then again, considering that, you know, Forza also does that, it makes the environments feel at least a little bit more alive. Anyway, they don't let you do anything drastic with them. Although you get moments like that where you see the wildlife get caught up on the environment and then, you know, immersion broken, oh no. Not like you would expect this to be a realistic world anyway, because one, it's not to scale, and two, because just look at all the events they're making you do. Alright, we're about to hit the end here. Ooh, I should probably get to that checkpoint. Alright, Alright, at least they put me on the right side to trigger it. Let's take it home. I gotta be close to getting the rival event, right? Got so many parts, man. Did I forget to put them on? It's okay. They're on now. Alright, how close are we? 44%. Shouldn't be too much more. What other jet sprints do they have? Why not the main highlands? I don't think we've been there too often.
The lanterns sure give this course a special look. Just don't get distracted by the pretty lights, or you'll have yourself a special crash.
At the very least, the last thing you see will be pleasant if that does happen, right? Ooh. Whole ass world change. Oh, is this another time trial? Okay, that's fine. I don't know, for some reason the time limits they at least have on normal seem a lot more doable than the races, especially when you got something like this where you gotta remember to hold it down when you want to get into speed stance. No, shut up, I'm going the right way.
Don't you know you're supposed to be quicker than this?
Yeah, I do. I just got turned upside down. Wow, convenient placement of the dock. Right there, just to make a ramp. I like it. I forget what the target time is. I probably should have just put myself back on the track real quick. Like so. Man, a lot of shortcuts you could take here if you're good about your boost usage. Man, got saxophone. Yeah, now I am, right. Thanks for acknowledging me. I think I will make it with a good amount of time here. 17 seconds ahead, so even if I, like, just bump into everything, should be okay, right? Now the finish. Ba-boom. That's another one done. Even with that major screw-up, I still managed to get well under the required target there. Parts. Now we gotta change the weather back to normal.
If you want to call me a brat, go ahead. I take pride in it. I can play beer pong and still beat anyone, anytime, at anything. Except maybe Sunday morning. Saturday nights are rough. So find your
Ha ha ha.
I need the competition on the beer pong side.
I mean, hey, no one's gonna judge you for that, right? Be good at what you're good at. Just you know, just understand that some accomplishments might be bigger than others. Just wondering when that followers would get recorded. All right. Should we do a main Highlands Cave? That actually looks pretty nice. Change of scenery instead of being in open water. We're gonna go through some enclosed spaces.
And they're flat bottomed. So with enough momentum, you can punch right over dry land for a shortcut. And to break records, sometimes you'll need to.
It's all about having no limits, right? I wonder if this is why they picked the tracks they did for freestyle. Oh, this one's a time trial. Okay. 2 minutes and 40 seconds approximately. Ah, here we go. Through the cave. I really wish games wouldn't do that thing where if you like enter a light area or a dark area, you temporarily get like flashbanged or such before your eyes adjust. I mean, it happens in real life, but I don't know. When I enter a cave or exit a cave, I kind of want to see everything right away. That split second of you know, being unable to see things could prove to be my undoing. Just like how they have the antelopes. Are those antelopes?
You beat the time through the checkpoint.
Wow. That's good to know, at least. But yeah, them running through the water like that kind of throws me off. I feel like they weren't meant to do that. On that note, I am still playing Forza Horizon 5, believe it or not. I saw they have a Dia de los Muertos theme going on for this current season going on. It's pretty neat. I remember, was it the first year they did just like a Halloween event, maybe a little bit of a Dia de los Muertos in it, and the last year was the 10th anniversary, so we didn't really see much about it. And this year they seems like they're kind of leaning more into that aspect, which is pretty cool. Managed to keep that October event fresh in the third iteration. Can dig it. And they did put out a preview for the next season, which will be American Automotive. I swear, even though there's like a bunch of other racing games out there, I feel like I'm gonna keep on going back to Forza Horizon 5 until they just stop doing like, you know, more seasons. I imagine that will be a while. Like, they're still doing Forza Horizon 4 seasons, even though, you know, that's been out for way longer. Granted, they're kind of like in maintenance mode. They're just like, you know, just spinning their tires, so to speak. I feel like if they do make a Horizon 6, we'll see Horizon 4 start. It's like end of a life thing like they used to do. All right, one more event and we'll probably have that open, ready to go. So why don't we do aerobatics just for old time's sake? Go to oh wait, no, I did Provincetown. Golden Gate. We'll go back to the West Coast for this.
You've got a heck of a view over San Francisco Bay, so enjoy it. Just don't bother looking for Alcatraz while you're up there. Seems like the whole island made its escape when we weren't looking.
I mean, I wasn't planning on it, but thanks for the advice. Let's see if I can remember how to do stunts.
1.
2,500 points, that's all you require? Okay, under bridge, looping, and low altitude. Got it. That was under the bridge, right? Oh, there we go. Yeah, under the bridge. Under bridge! Fly under a bridge. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that's what it required? And looping, if I remember correctly, is a loop-de-loop. Yep. A complete rotation and then return to level flight, so... Gotta keep an eye on the HUD there. There we go. One checklist done. Freestyle, so we're going down to the bottom. Gonna get some points and drift. I wish I got a multiplier for doing 2 tricks in at once. Alright, 2 close calls, 1 loop, and a vertical up. Okay. So what, just gotta go fly close to a tree like that? Does that count? No? Okay. If I fly close to the bridge, does that count? No? It says any object. Trees, cliffs, buildings, bridges. Yeah. Building? Building? Not close enough? Okay, how about this? Not it either. Sheesh. Harsh. Okay, too close. Can I just skip this? There we go, knife flight. Maintain your plane with the wing oriented to the bottom. Alright, I just need to get myself back into there. One roll. And oh, close calls. Great. Oh, I guess I'm gonna have to figure this out, huh? Okay, is that it? Is that it? Come on, y'all. Alright, for the looks of it, maybe I have to, like, actually... No, really! How long do you want me to do this? Oh my god. Is this close enough for you? Freaking hell. Well, I didn't make it just because this game is apparently really stingy on what counts as a close call. Alright, let's try that again.
3.
They do let me skip lists, so if I see like close call, I should just like keep cycling lists until I get a list that doesn't have a close call in it. Of course, they put me on top of the bridge and not under it. For a loop-de-loop, hopefully I'm like far away enough from the bridge to actually complete it. Looks like I'll make it. That wasn't it. Of course it wasn't it. I wasn't able to stay level. Come on. There we go. I don't know if I should just be doing more loop-de-loops. Maybe not. Okay, skip. Skip. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. There we go. should have stayed close to the bridge. I might as well get my loop out of the way over out here. I got like plenty of room. There we go. I gotta hit the gas. I only got 1 minute. Let's see, we're like cycling checklists. Does that mean this is like the only one without a close call? Only one without a close call skill. Alright, well, I've completed the objective, that's all I really need. Everything else is icing on the cake. I think about it, does like flying through the wires count as a close call? Can I like fly through this section of the bridge here and would that count as a close call? Guess we can find out. No, that is not a close call. Actually, didn't even want me to do that. It's actually just this checklist again, thankfully. Not that it matters. Alright, I hit the target, that's all I need. But this should be enough to get me into the Rivals event. Alright, it's time to hear Alexis talk big. Oh, Sophia. Whoops. Mutual benefit. Rival event available.
Congrats. Looks like you've jumped through every hoop we've thrown in front of you.
Every hoop but me. We need one last race, just the two of us, to see who's the face of freestyle. What do you say?
Just the two of us. Looks like it'll be a jet sprint, and is that... What is MT? Oh, monster truck.
Well, shoot. You've become the talk of the town around these parts. Good on ya. You waiting for a round of applause or something? Go on, get back to driving.
Nah, I wasn't expecting it. I mean, I still haven't, completed the family.
3,
Alright, it's time to take him down.
1.
Emmett's right. I'm not taking it easy on you. So put on your waders and get ready to slug it out in the swamp.
This is a completely different feeling, though, because you're not racing against some smug jerkwad. This is like a nice enough fella who's still confident in their abilities. But, if you kick their butt, they'll be like, hey, congrats. They'll probably be like, hey, congrats.
Just
All right?
getting started.
And the bass keeps rolling, rolling, and 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 rolling, rolling, etc., etc. Oh, kind of smoking Sophia here. Alright, bob and weave, bob and weave. Ah, jeez. That could have been bad. This, they're not letting me know the time, the gap between the split. I think that's what they call it, the split. Now, the split is like the time between checkpoints. I feel like the thing that lets you know, like, approximately how much time ahead you are of your competitor. It has a different term, but they're not letting me know that here. Now we're going straight through the swamp here.
Don't hold back. The engine can take it.
Is that ever a concern? Wouldn't be funny if that was like part of the plot. It's like, oh no, the jet sprint boat has sustained a critical damage to the engine, and it can only take so many more races, so gotta make every ounce of power count. And in the final race, you push it to the limits, but that is what finally causes the motor to go out, and then the characters salute the engine's sacrifice. Without it, they would not have been able to get as far as they did. Roll credits.
Time to show you
Oh,
to play
snap.
with the big toys.
Come on, push it to the limit.
Everybody to the limit. The cheat is to the limit. Everybody, come on for who we got. Yeah, but my engine's getting all waterlogged. I'm surprised they didn't have like a demolition derby section, considering, you know, that has some sort of race component to it, but I guess if you're only racing against one other person, that makes it all redundant. Man, physics on monster trucks be weird sometimes.
What are you, afraid you're gonna sink? Come on!
Are you afraid you're gonna sink? As far as I can tell, you're still behind me. What was that sudden turn? Sheesh. Okay, I see Sophia's on the map now. Don't have much room left for error. I gotta be extra careful, which would suck to kind of maintain my lead this entire time, only to mess it. What?
Let's see you put it all on the line.
Motherfucker. They just had to put that invincible torch there.
Water on the ground. Come on! Why did anyone think of doing this in the air too?
Yeah, you have a whole discipline related to it even. It's kind of crazy. Ah! Is this what they call a choke? This is like choke detected. Oh my god! I couldn't even...
You should try
I couldn't even
sometime.
get that last second finish. Alright, well... This is the first rival event I actually lost. Good job, Sophia. You messed up less than I did, and you know, that's commendable in its own respect.
Emmett's right. I'm not taking it easy on you. So put on your waders and get ready to slug it out in the swamp.
I only got lucky because my monster truck is like too freaking squirrely. I swear.
Come on, push it to the limit.
You're just getting started.
Yes, I am. Sophia's kind of starting to build a lead here. I need to keep up with her. Alright, I'm catching up. I'm catching up. Oh my god. Alright, I need to tilt downwards to enter speed stance. Well, as long as I can keep Sophia in sight, I should be okay. Even if this means I'm doing markedly worse than my first run. Yeah, I'm just gonna restart. One mess up and she just like pulls ahead, and I feel like that point. You know, once we hit the monster truck section and she's still ahead of me at that point, it's like, well,
Emmett's right. I'm not taking it easy on you.
it'll
So
become
put on
much
your
harder to
waders
catch
and
up
get
at
ready
that
to
point.
Slug it out in the swamp.
Knock down, drag out, battle in the swamp. And make sure you don't step out of it either, because, no telling if you might, like, find some deep mud or something.
Just getting started.
Alright, I'm ahead this time, so let's see if I can build myself a bit of a buffer. So that when I start making mistakes, I can have some opportunities to at least recover from them. It's like a fairly long race too, all things considered. Quarter of the way in, only a quarter of the way in, and we're already a minute into this race. I do like the sound design here. You go under a bridge and you hear the sound change in accordance because, you know, behaves like how it might if you pass under a bridge in a boat in real life. This is the part where I go upwards to get into handling mode. And handling becomes super good. You're like able to turn on a dime.
Hold back. The engine can take it.
It's all very pink. I like how it has sort of like that that dark pink color when it's light out, but when it becomes dark, it becomes a very bright pink. See, it's like parts like here where having that buffer is good until you start using up all of your sort of time credit and Sophia starts catching up. Alright, here's the part. Oh my god! Smacked into that little piece of wood there, and that was enough to bring me to a screeching halt. Alright, monster truck mode, so let off the gas.
You can play with the big toys.
Come on, push it to the limit.
Already made a to the limit
Isn't
joke.
this better than driving on roads?
Kind of. I mean, at least on the road, you sort of have like a defined path to go on. My god, I need you to stop swerving. This is a part where I maybe don't quite know how to handle. It's like, you know, you hit the accelerate instead of like going forward like you expect a car to do. It just starts kind of swinging back and forth.
What are you, afraid you're gonna sink? Come on!
I'm sure there's a reason for it. It just gets annoying when, because, you know, most of the time, you know, like racing games, you hit accelerate and your car goes forward. That's how it's supposed to do. It's not supposed to make a screeching tire sound and spin out in place while your car just like, you know, sways back and forth. Yeah, it's like this bit right here.
On water, on the ground. Come on! Why did anyone think of doing this in the air too?
Fortunately, air race was already taken by the other discipline, or the other family. Fuck. I'm still ahead. Sophia went easy on me, but I guess I can appreciate that. Ending cutscene.
Congratulations. You tackled that like a champ. Like a champ? You are a champ.
Ha! Wow, Hero's got front row seats to the picture ceremony. Uploading pictures. I guess they don't have much else to say. Well, I don't know. It was a nice change of pace after the other three families were antagonistic. You got one that's much more friendly in nature. Still competitive, but they treat you a lot better. Alright, got the ultimate freestyle vehicle. And it's a hovercraft. Oh, it's like a boat, right? Like on one of those boats.
Guys who think
Oh boy.
competition has to be a fight to the death. Well, we do things a little different.
We do it right. We compete to push each other to be better than we are.
Yeah,
In
rising
the end,
tide and
I
all
don't
that,
wanna be
right?
better than you. I want to be the best. We all do.
And I want
Always
everyone to be the
try hard
best.
And always try to be the person people cheer for.
That's good words to live by.
Survived so far without compromising who we are, and we intend to keep it that way.
We don't want to toe the line. We want to show the world something special, something joyful.
And maybe a few explosions.
Explosions? Really? Treat the whole darn
Oh, these are like
playground, don't you?
You know what?
scenes all put together into a diorama.
We will.
There comes the big reveal. Oh man.
Between all the champions is available now.
Oh, so like me, and me. Huh.
Live set up the super duper extravaganza race where you take on Tuck, Tio, Sophia, and Clarence, one after another, for the whole enchilada. And massive bragging rights. You'd be like the champ of Motor Nation.
Oh man.
I like the sound of that.
The best in the land, huh?
Cards and everything.
Ooh. Could put that on my resume. Look at that. Just champion of not USA. But you know what? I think all right. So it's time to go to the final series that I've been kind of keeping at bay here. The live extreme. Wait. We have 2, 3, 4, and 5. Where's 1? All right. Well, we'll go through these in order. Or maybe episode 1 was like at the start of the game. Anyways, these extremes are like cross-family. So you'll see the races are composed of like segments from like different disciplines and different families.
Getting ready for the second stop on the Live Extreme Tour. Last time we hit the city streets.
Yeah, that has to be like the start of the game. We're finally entering episode 2. Well, I probably could have taken on that anytime, but I didn't for some reason. Anyways, this is like the end game here, right? The live extreme. This is what everything builds up to. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so I'm guessing all the live extremes are gonna do that exciting rolling start. I just give you that feel that this is a big deal. Only 4 other racers. Everyzon. Is that like their Amazon equivalent? The Fossil State Park. Well, they even have like the a remix of the main theme, just to let you know this is a big deal. This is a pretty big deal, y'all. Might have heard this a few times while on the loading screen as well.
And they're getting some giant-sized action. We're seeing the best from our drivers now. The moment when they're upping their game.
Do 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 do. Was me singing a very horribly off-tune Jurassic Park theme. What was everyone's favorite movie theme? Like any sort of familiar riff from like a movie. I don't know. I guess for me, I'd have to go with like the Avengers theme from the MC universe. MC Cinematic Universe. No, it's MC Universe works, but Marvel Cinematic Universe or MCU is probably the way you refer it. But yeah, especially when it comes back up in like Endgame, the final battle. Oh, here we go. Transition to boats.
It's time for us to switch up the competition.
Yeah, I can hear the music change too. Ooh, okay. This is like a different track entirely. Yeah, you probably heard like some of this music in the loading screen because I happen to find a good playlist on YouTube with a lot of music from The Crew too. So I just put that on the start and just started playing whenever I get The Crew 2 stream ready. Man, whoever thought power boating would be so tense? I mean, more tense than it usually is, because I'm bad at these events. Oh boy.
And it's up and over the ramp and into that beautiful blue water. At Live, we're proud of giving you races no one else can. Drivers must master
just polluting the environment.
They've got just one shot at being the best.
Imagine all the environmental and property destruction that's happening because of these folks. Offer a couple of thrills, am I right? No, a kid. A kid. The kind of thing that you could only do in a video game. At the very least, it would be a lot more cumbersome and a lot more Probably a lot more overhead.
Time's running out for our drivers to make a move on the water.
To make a move to get ahead of me. They're probably not even close. They're probably still eating my long gone dust. Oh, we're gonna transition again. Off-road?
Now let's get our hands dirty.
Some rally raiding. Took me a bit to get
We're
oriented
now in the
there,
last
but
section of the race. Here's where drivers can choose to follow the road or cut through the swamp and play in the mud. The choice is theirs.
I feel like with the way you laid out the checkpoints, I kind of don't have much choice, do I? Oh wait, here's where I'll have a choice. Still feel like cutting through the swamp probably would be faster. And again, we're gonna cut through the swamp. Ow. Right into a pole. Okay, we'll stay on track here for a bit. Alright, we're gonna cut through the swamp again. Yeah! Alright, this one's probably worth... Oh. And I guess I'm not staying on the track. Not staying on the path, I should say. Doesn't matter too much. Alright, finish line is in the city. Or at least the lead up to it. That's right, pull out all the stops. Not that it mattered.
Thanks for watching the second race of the Live Extreme Series. Don't forget to follow us on social media. From
Oh no,
Noise,
that
thank
poor
you, and we'll
pedestrian.
see you next time.
They almost became roadkill. Alright, episode 2's done. We're going right into episode 3. That's how this is gonna be. Gonna do 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the finale. Oh, wait. I'm gonna go to the activities menu actually. I see jet sprint, motocross, and what's the last one? Touring car. Okay, so we're gonna end on the road again. There's gonna be a bike as part of it. All right.
It's time for some of those California dreams to come true. As proven racers and ambitious newcomers,
California, something, 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 something. Time for another rolling start. Guess this intro is always going to be the same. This definitely looks like the kind of intro you would see on like a Netflix series or something. Ah, these rolling starts are never going to get old. Something about them that just kind of gives you that sensation that things, the stakes are way higher now.
Supercars on the streets of Los Angeles, have we got something for you?
Sponsored by Oil Corp. And the complaints come rolling in. The California Institute of Sustainable Energy. I feel like that was deliberate. It's like, yeah, don't worry, just you know, it's all fiction. But it's not. They're not completely without morals, or something like that. Ow, they weren't kidding when they said this would be filled with obstacles and stuff. Of course, the computers can get through it, no problem. Wow.
Time for some pure speed there. and those cruise ship passengers are getting quite the view.
At least we won't have to worry about any pedestrians, because it doesn't look like they are programmed to swim. Oh man, I missed a checkpoint. I missed the race entirely. Alright, it's this way. Is this gonna be a transition? Yep.
Let's see what they have ready for us next.
Motocross. Well, hopefully they'll take us on a dirt track or something. I feel like with where they stuck us, maybe dirt isn't completely viable. Oh man. This is some screeching here. Whew.
Are you kidding me? From a boat to a roof, and from a roof to the ground. Now there's a leap of faith for you.
Haha, they said leap of faith. If only they had, like, you know, a bird cry as you were going through the air
Now,
there.
over the river and onto a port full of containers. Those guys have no fear.
I thought you were gonna say, like, over the river and through the woods and make some crack about grandmother's house. But, you know what, that's probably fine too. It's not like there are any woods here anyway. At least none that are close enough for us to get to. Forget that there's like an icon skill that gets you additional boost when you drift. I feel like that has to be something, right? So I realized that jet sprint part takes a very small part of this race, huh? Looks like the motocross section isn't that big either, which means touring car is going to be pretty substantial. I wonder if it's because it's like faster, so distance-wise it would make up a lot more of the race anyway. Probably could have jumped on the roof there, but I didn't for some reason. Alright, here's where we transition to touring cars, right here. There it is.
Let's go all out.
Speed!
It's not every day you get to see these kind of cars going full throttle along the LA River. Viewers, remember, you can vote on social media to tell us who, according to you, is the driver of drivers in this year's Live Extreme Series.
Do we get a bonus for it? Do I get like some extra boost off of that or anything? In any case, it wouldn't be a racing game set in San Francisco if they didn't have you racing through the drainways at some point. Oh my god, these pedestrians are dumb. It's a really good thing we can't hit them, right? Because, you know, not saying that wouldn't be tragic all the same, but it would be hard to be, you know, completely sympathetic to them. It's like those people who, you know, go out to see this sign that says, "Do not go beyond this point. You will die," and then they go out anyway.
It's the last stretch of this race, a very technical section where drivers must keep their focus.
Now, you see that occasionally on the news, right? Some people just like ending up, like, you know, perishing in extreme locations because they dared to get a bit too close to danger. There are definitely some real bad ones out there. Read enough news, you eventually come across stories like those. Even if you do try to curate all you can, it's just sometimes some few slip through the cracks, and well, just gotta be mindful of that. There we go, episode 3 done. Oh, I thought we weren't gonna get to cutscene, but we're getting the cutscene.
This was the third race in the Live Extreme Series. We're mid-season, and plenty of racers are making a case for why they should be crowned head of the series.
As for many, by many, you mean one, right? Because I'm the one who's like kicking butt here. Alright. Anyways, more parts for the touring car. Not like it needs more. I did a lot of these events. It's a bunch of greens and purples. Huh. You know, despite ending on the touring car, all the parts were for the jet sprint. So I guess the parts only go to like the first vehicle type in the series. First discipline, I should say. Alright, time for race 4. Looks like this will be street race to powerboat to motocross. Oh yeah, we in it. We in it to win it.
Things are about to get rocky for our racers as they take on the American South.
This is like a subtle hint that we're going to be going through the Rocky Mountains.
Will the rookie who's come out of nowhere continue their dominance, or will
Oh.
the established stars regain
Shame
their
that's
shine?
probably not like
Get ready to find out.
a variable line. It's probably just something they put in for that script. Because I am dominating. That's kind of the funny thing of it all. That slowdown, even. Win the race. Like how you found normal.
For this race, the Grand Canyon is under snow. That
The
may
objective is
surprise
just
our
win the
non-American
race.
viewers, but you should know that this isn't an unusual sight. The Grand Canyon has a microclimate of its own, one that will test our drivers' reflexes and skills.
I guess it has a microclimate because it is a big chasm, so I'm guessing weather affects it differently than other places would.
It's a tight race so far. Anyone could jump into the lead.
I had to imagine there's like actually roads that let you go through the Grand Canyon. Probably just had to be extra careful through them. Alright, 20%. The race is actually going by... No, it's not going by that quickly. Only 25% in, or already a minute 20 into the race. So let's see. If I remember correctly, the next part was supposed to be powerboats? That makes sense. Just have to wait for a part where we get the big jump.
As we
Up, here we go.
asphalt to dirt, it'll be interesting to see if it changes things up. Or are our drivers so skilled they won't even notice the difference?
I'm sure there's like a pretty substantial difference between driving on the dirt and driving in the streets.
How about
Yep,
we
powerboats.
make some legends?
Go! Make your legend, let the legend begin now. Or something like that. There's an old video I watched of people going through Metal Gear Solid 5, and they were at the start of it. I think, was it Revolver Ocelot, I believe? Was about to set you loose in the world. And one of the guys playing the game was just going, "Alright, go say, let the legend begin! And let the legend begin!" And of course, the other guy just kept on prattling on about other stuff until he finally says, "Let the legend begin!" And then the other guys playing were like, "Yeah!" Fun times. Sometimes you gotta realize when you're going to get knocked around for a good amount of time. Just get yourself back on track.
Exceptional racing, folks. Live, the best camera system on the market, is proud to bring you Event 4 of this season's Extreme Series. Live, track, record, share.
Is that what they are? I thought they were just like an extreme events planning company this whole time, but nah, they do cameras. This is like a side gig for them. What the heck? I mean, Live is like a pretty good brand name for cameras. I'm surprised no one took that. Up here we go. Transition to motocross.
Let's put
Or-
our racers to the task
yeah,
along the
motocross.
Colorado River.
But we're doing the cars version this time. Oh, nope, that's not the path. It's like I even realized in my head, no, there's a gap there. There's a reason why there's like a path on the side, but I just charged on through. Wow, that kind of reminds me of the Rally Adventure map in Forza Horizon 5, that one part. We're like going across the bridge that's going over like a really deep canyon. Okay.
We're about to enter a difficult portion of the race. There's a lot of tight curves, rocks narrow the passage, and it's a long way down with no guardrails. And that's even before we take into consideration the loss of grip created by the snow. It calls for careful technical driving.
But not so careful that you end up slowing to a glacial pace, right? Hehehe.
This bridge indicates we're coming up on the finish line. Racers, if you want to make a move, it's now or never.
You ain't gonna live forever. You just gotta live when you're alive, because it's your life. Ah, that checkpoint leniency coming in handy there. Oh my god. So close to the end, freak. And see, it says probably that rock tire banner, that's the... Oh, no, it's past that, alright. Oh, here we go. Buy the Spear Hog banner. I wonder if that's like an actual brand. Anyways, that's episode 4, right? So we gotta do 5 and then the finale and then that'll be it.
Keep on following us on social media and watch out. Race number 5 is going to be a doozy.
How so? I think I need a drink of water. I'm gonna get a drink of water. Now that I think about it, was that crowd cheer always there when your followers meter increased? Would make sense that would happen. Oh, my stock is full. What? Can't you at least just like drag it into the mailbox or something? Hey, you know what? Let's do one photo op. Take a picture where the canyon cuts the river west of off-road headquarters. You know what? I'll do that later, actually. We're kind of in the middle of a plot here. We're on a roll. It would be a shame to kind of bring that momentum to a halt for a thing that really doesn't matter too much in the long run now. Ugh, I got all greens for suspension. Alright, time to scrap. Oh, they don't let you scrap equipped parts. Oh, at least that they're generous about that. Alright. Oh. I guess the inventory is per part. It's not like an overall inventory for Rallycross. No, you can only have so many of each type. Thankfully, some of these cases, choosing what to scrap is pretty easy. Does anyone else do this thing where even if you're just like, understand it's a game, you're playing on a controller, you still kind of do other things instinctively, like, you know, if you're driving, you lean to the left and right if you're turning, or depending on like what you might be doing in the game, you end up pressing a button or pulling a trigger harder than you usually might. One game where I noticed I do that especially is power wash simulator. I find myself like holding down that trigger much harder than I really ought to be. It's only because, like, you know, my brain is telling me, oh, this is a power washer. It's a powerful thing. You gotta keep a tight grip on it because you could lose control of it if you don't. But it's a video game, and, you know, it's not like I'm controlling a real power washer. So I don't have to hold it like, you know, I'm gripping it for my life or anything like that. Even though I kind of try to tell myself that all the time, I still inadvertently find myself just holding it much harder than I should be. And yeah, I also do the thing where if I'm driving, I lean to the left and right instinctively. Alright, episode 5. We have ourselves hypercars. I forget what this was. Auto Grand Prix and Jet Sprint. So this is like the speed version. This is a speed zone. We're gonna go on the road for speed, and then we're gonna go off-road for some more speed. Or no, we're gonna go on a track for some more speed, and then we're gonna go in the water for some more speed.
We're in upstate New York for race number 5.
Back in New
the
York.
Live Extreme Series, and boy, have we got a twist for you. We're gonna show you some familiar territory in a whole new way.
They're really, really fast paced. They're gonna go so fast you won't be able to see it. That what you mean by a whole new way? Oh yeah, I forgot to claim my freestyle ultimate vehicle. Maybe I'll do that before the finale. Another drift start. Man. Drifting in a hypercar, imagine.
Live, Tough Cameras for the Toughest Conditions is proud to present one of the most exhilarating races on the circuit. And it may be exhilarating, but it's also as tough as our cameras. To make it to the finish line on this one, you have to be among the best. The good news is, that is exactly what we have for you today. The best.
You're simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone I've ever met. You know, I didn't realize that song was actually a love ballad until I was like much older. I always thought it was just like, you know, just a general, hey, wow, you're awesome kind of song, but no, this is someone who just really, really likes another person and thinks they are the best. Right. I probably should have been clued onto it because the lyric coming right after that is I'm stuck on your heart. And that's something you could only ever take in like a romantic context. Okay, these folks are like putting up a fight.
Go out on a limb here and say that even if she's just in striking distance of the lead now, you're still watching our next champion.
Ugh, that's what I get for trying to take shortcuts all the time. Alright. Gonna retry, man.
Live, Tough Cameras for the Toughest Conditions is proud to present one of the most exhilarating races on the circuit. And it may be exhilarating, but it's also as tough as our cameras.
I wonder if they did that on purpose, right? You got all these other sections where you can, if you're skilled enough, you could cut through the trees and make yourself a shortcut, but then you get that one section where it's like, nothing but a drop, and it's like, haha, we got you, get bamboozled. So I'll try to stay on the road this time. Even if cutting across would be beneficial. The fact that hypercars take like a massive speed reduction off-road, I imagine would discourage that. Even if you did, you know, even if it did cut the distance down considerably. The fact that you would go through that section of at a much lower speed probably would eliminate a lot of the time advantage you might have gained otherwise.
They're heading across the covered bridge. The most modern cars in the world thundering their way across an antique. Now that's what I call a spectacle.
I wish you could have concluded that in like a more poetic way. Spectacle is like a pretty soft way to end it, but ah well. I'm not sure how I would improve on that line, really.
Seems like someone really wants to be on top of things.
Wow, did it catch up to me? Well, I'm still ahead of them, even if it's only by a little bit. Hopefully once we get to the next bit, I can start building up my lead. Once you see the wood ramps, that's when we know it's time. Actually, this might go up to a really high percentage because it is a high-speed section. And we are in the highway.
Is that the Big Apple we see in the distance? Well, now at this speed, our drivers will be taking a bite out of it in no time at all.
Ah, here it is. No, wait, no, not yet. Hopefully we won't run into any crazy taxis while we're here, right? Oh, okay.
To the next level.
No ramps, just big straightaway transfer. That's pretty neat. It's appropriate for the auto GP. These are wide roads and mostly straightaways, because this is what this kind of car excels at.
Now that's something you don't get to see every day. Open wheel racing in the heart of New York City. Also, no traffic at all.
Yeah, way to call out that detail, but then again, the roads are blocked off, so I have to assume, you know, they did the proper clearing out of everything. You know, put the flyers on everyone's cars. Hey, we're gonna close off this road on this particular day for the big driving event. Apparently this truck didn't get that memo. Alright, gotta keep on flying.
What a ride, ladies and gentlemen. What a ride.
Sure has been. It's real cathartic to just be able to let it all out and not have to worry about things like turning all that much. Just hit the gas and go fast. I have a feeling this is going to end with us going on a ramp, right? Because the last part is jet sprint, so we do have to get into a river at some point. Even if it is for only like 15% of the race.
Round and round they go.
Where do they stop? Well, actually, we do know where they're going to stop. That's where the track because that's where the track takes them. Yeah, alright. We're getting to the transition point very soon. We're going to see some ramps very soon. Like here. No, okay. Okay, maybe coming up at... Yep, I see it. Right here. Into the water. Woo!
Let's make a splash with our grand finale.
This is kind of a nice way to get us into this river part here for the finale.
Be careful not to get dizzy now, because this next section in Central Park has a lot of curves, and they're all tight ones. What a place to host the finest in jet sprint racing. What a place, folks.
You know, they call it jet sprint for a reason and not jet curve, right? How are we supposed to sprint if we're not in a race that is conducive to sprinting?
Just look at the view, because our pilot sure can.
How dare you? Nah, I kid. Yeah, gotta keep your eyes forward. Because if you don't, you're probably gonna crash. Alright. Last 5%. They're not screw up. They're not like right behind me, but they're pretty close. 58.
Time for our racers to really pour it on.
This final 2% of the race. Only I'm gonna lose this if I majorly mess up, but that's not gonna happen. Alright, we did it!
Again, coming to you from New York, the city that never sleeps, and who could sleep after the excitement we just witnessed? Thank you for tuning in to the live
yes,
stream
very
series,
exciting.
Episode 5, and we'll see you one more time for the season finale.
Ah, so close we can smell it. But first things first. We get our rewards, of course. It's gonna be hypercar parts. Ah, crap. I'm full. This is for a green hypercar part. I wish if your stock was full, they would just stick it in a mailbox, but I guess that's only for parts that you get through other means. Okay, we can do it here. Everyone says stock full, right? Or not. Alright, well, we can start eliminating lower valued parts. Like so. As much as I hate to let it go. Song goes, let it go, let it go. This is a part where like having massive inventories start getting tedious. It's when you amass like a bunch of these kinds of things and you don't have like a quick way to just like dismantle large stacks of them all at once. That's why things like a sell junk, mark as junk, sell junk feature tends to be lauded so much in loot-based games. So there's less time you have to go sorting through your inventory, which tends to be the not very fun part. Oh. Oh wait, did the part disappear? No, it didn't. Alright. Before we take on the grand finale, we do have to go pick up our ultimate vehicle at the Freestyle HQ, so let's do that. Just gonna zoom in here. Get ultimate vehicle. Where you at? There you are. The ultimate vehicle. It's like Shadow the Hedgehog. This is the ultimate.
Car and a boat and a plane, I guess, all in one. Talk about seeing things in a whole new way.
I mean, I wouldn't go with plane, but yeah, I can see car and boat. So I gotta imagine, like, before the hovercraft discipline was put into the crew too, this is like the only hovercraft you had, which made it a bit more of a novel thing. That being said, there's no helicopter discipline in the crew too, so the one ultimate helicopter you get will always be a unique vehicle. Yeah, despite being a freestyle reward, they've classified this in the off-road family. It's kind of funny when you think about it. None of the ultimate vehicles are freestyle vehicles. Aw, man. Okay. Now that we're done fooling around with that, it's time to wrap things up. I like how they have other live extreme series here. Post-launch, you have the September Spectacular, Miami Surf and Turf, and the Road to Oahu, the prologue to Motorfest, as one might put it. But we're gonna do the grand finale. Look at that. They got one discipline from each family gonna be racing in. You got Rally Cross, you got Hypercars, you got Jet Sprint, and then Aerobatics. I'm surprised they did Jet Sprint and not Monster Trucks or something like that, but Guess they got off-road already covered. So I had to do something else. Alright. It's time to end this. The grand finale. This one's for the crown. All the marbles. Fame, glory, and everything. It will all be put on the line right here.
Welcome, folks, to the grand finale of the Live Extreme Series. We're here in Northern California for the most important.
Oh, you're starting in
race
Cali.
of the
Okay.
year. This is the big one, where the top drivers in Motor Nation take on their biggest rivals to see who really.
Is this setting really called Motor Nation? It would be pretty funny if it were. This is where all our old rivals come back for one last, not tussle. So wait, are we gonna race against Tucker or Otis? I'd assume it's gonna be Tucker, because Otis has... Yep, it's Tucker. Because Otis has fled the scene appropriately. So it's gonna be a one-on-one in each section.
Nation, you're gonna have to earn it right here.
Don't worry, I will try my darndest. Oh my god, they dragged me back. Okay, you know what? We're gonna restart that. Win the race. Alright, so each leg is going to be against a different fella. Wait, does that mean we're going to face off against Clarence and Tio?
You're gonna have to earn it right here.
Or are, like, Alexis and Latrell going to sub in for them? I'm guessing Sophia will still be our freestyle rival. I'd assume each part will also be 25%.
Champion of it all is the only thing you'll settle for. All right, let's see if you still got it.
See, Tucker's like an encouraging one. He's like, huh. Looks like you're pretty good, but let's see if you're better than I am. Still a little boastful, but you know, at least still complimentary. Acknowledgement of your skills, but still confident that their skills are good enough to take you on.
Don't think I'm gonna take it easy on you just because I like you.
I wouldn't have it any other way, man. I wouldn't have it any other way. I'd be rather disappointed if I knew you were holding back.
Well, hot damn, this is one heck of a race.
Oh man, doing a big transition. Okay. So this is how they do it. I wonder if they'll be first in like every section, or if they'll let me you know, they'll let me like remain in second when they do like the transition.
Once, not again.
Oh, Tio's back. Okay. Well, at least he acknowledges, hey, I kicked his butt.
I'll get my payback now.
Nope. You're not getting your payback. I am the most wanted, and I will beat you with my carbon vehicle. Yeah, that's right. My limiters are unbound.
There's no way I'm letting you take another crown. Jeez, it's kind of personal with this guy, isn't it?
Nope, I'm taking you down, my rival. I don't even see you as my rival. You might try your best at this hot pursuit, but I'm going to win this run. Yeah, there we go. Haha! Maybe I should conclude it. Got him! Wait, is Sophia in the helicopter? No, she's not.
This time, I'm not holding anything back.
That's okay, neither am I. I also like how that hypercar section was like very short. I wonder if they'll have us like split shifting through disciplines more than once. I'd assume they wouldn't. It's already about 3 minutes in. Swear, that world bending thing seems to be like
The limit, darling.
You
The-
know I always do.
the one gimmick that this game has, but yeah, it's pretty neat, and they've managed to... They don't overuse it, right? Only use it in, like, certain occasions, like at the start of the game, and then this race, and then the holiday special. So yeah, they know when to hold it back. Ooh, that's a tight turn, so gonna go into turn stance.
No points, no tricks, just you and me in a flat-out race. And it's about time.
Flat out. Now that was a series. It's been a while since I played something like that. That was Man, why is it that all the series I like just end up not getting continuations? It's like split second Burnout, Flat Out. I guess Flat Out's got like spiritual successors, but okay. So this entire final half of the race is going to be auto circuit racing. I mean, they'll go by pretty quickly, probably, which is why it's the last half. Alright, we're gonna face off against Clarence or Alexis.
Allow me to correct
Oh.
a mistake that was made before.
Alright, Mr. Haughty. If you want to come back and get knocked down the head again, I'd be glad to oblige. Modernization still rules, man. Woo! Yeah, we're like 5 minutes in. And again, these auto cars go pretty fast. Oh, we're going out. We're going out of the track. Out into the open world road, baby. This is going to end by us like going into San Fran, right?
It will be my pleasure to deny you this championship.
Clarence, you're just a sore loser.
No, I'm a great driver, as I'm about to remind your former protege.
Come on, man, you can still be a great driver in second. Like,
Out for a leisurely drive, are we?
don't let this get to your head, man. I'm starting to feel a little sorry for you. It's like I'm living in your space rent-free. Gotta learn to let it go. I'm always gonna be better than you. Yeah, I feel like this is gonna end with us in the city, isn't it? We're on the Golden Gate Bridge. Is that where we're gonna be at? Pretty poetic conclusion. Start in New York, end in San Fran. So yeah, that last 15%. 50% was like pretty quick. Alright! Time for the coup de grace. Look at that. Just do some donuts too. Or not. Oh, wait, there we go. Donut time. Donut time, donut time. Donuts. I almost went for donuts this morning, but I didn't. I have enough breakfast stuff at home.
Champion who came from nowhere to take it all and be crowned head of Motor Nation.
Look at that. Started from the bottom, and look at where we are now.
Best to get their thoughts.
Because our champion can't speak, so we'll have everyone else speak for him.
She's earned it. She's dependable and trustworthy and one heck of a pilot. And she's proved that from the
It's like a reality show now.
I'm down with that. Though I
Everyone's
love
giving their
the more
testimonials. Yeah.
I deal only with winners. And winners like to deal with me. They know the secret.
I feel like they're like
is hard
reusing
work,
scenes.
and they're willing to put it in to be the best. And don't think you can pull one over on me. Our champion could, but she's one of a kind.
Wonder if that line slightly changes if you
Fraud, man. And so was any ticket that called her a champ.
really Tio, not Latrell.
If she really wants to race, she knows where to find me.
Just have Latrell just come up, slap her up, slap him upside the head.
Family. And she ain't bad at racing either.
Yeah, I feel like these guys. Oh, here we go. Latrell and Hero.
Can she race? Sure. But she's more than that. She's become a friend. Just look at this car if you want proof of how long
Latrell's car.
she is.
I've been with the champ since the beginning.
Would this scene still happen if we didn't do that event?
But I always knew she had what it took. Skill, determination, hard work, the whole package.
And lots of time too.
Now look at them. Not bad for a Couple of nobodies, don't you think?
So, how does it feel to be the new champion of the Live Extreme Series and the leader of Motor Nation? Surely you must be proud of everything you've accomplished.
We're going to Disneyland! I was expecting a credits roll. Maybe that's like something we gotta go for the enter the menus for. Is that it, really? Find the Golden Gate Bridge, but I was here already. Maybe I just didn't go far enough in it. Ah, yeah, no, they really did just like kick us back into the overworld. Great. Because of all these barriers, I can't go out. Come on, I heard that beeping out here. It's got to be somewhere in there, right? This grassy region. Oh my god. I'm like right on top of it. Ah, there we are. Alright, which discipline should get this one? I guess we could do rally. No, rally cross doesn't need it. Do street race. Switch to a streetcar. Oh really, you just kick me back here? What the crap? Alright, fine, I'll drive back to it. Won't take that long. Because despite going into the grand finale, there's actually one more event I want to do. Serve as a little kind of a hook for the next game. You could call it that. Okay, let's around here. Oh no, I didn't go far enough. It was over here. There we go. Just one part. It'll probably become scrap in time. Alright. Just for kicks. Let's do the hook to Motorfest here. Right, this is like after everything else we've done. This is the event that will lead us up to Motorfest. Because it takes place on Oahu, in Hawaii.
Welcome everyone to the California coast and to Live Extreme.
Ah, they changed commentators. They straight up say, "Oh, this is for Motorfest."
Motorfest is a year-round car festival celebrating the best
Year-round, so they don't have to justify anything. They don't have to justify why it doesn't ever close up, like in Horizon 4. A year-round festival. Until it isn't. Ooh, even got smoke and everything. Fortunately, I can't let even one person get ahead of me, because the objective is to win. Top 3 would be way too easy, though. It's like in Burnout Legends, right? Because of like the PSP's hardware, they can only put in like 4 opponents, but that meant even meddling in the event was like super easy in races, because All you had to do is like
Often
be
called
not
the Little
last.
Yosemite. And as you can see, it's a name well earned.
Okay, so gives us a bit of locale trivia too. Yeah. Other than that, it's like surprising how much Burnout Legends on PSP is like a pretty faithful portable recreation of Burnout games. Certainly much better than Burnout Legends on the DS. Oh man, I remember that looking like absolute ass.
At the top of this hill, the driver should be getting a nice wide view of the Central Valley and the Sierra Nevada. Little known fact, just 200 years ago, the Central Valley agricultural region was actually an inland lake and the largest body of fresh water west of the Mississippi. Although you couldn't surf it.
Is that something we should be worried about? Is the desert gonna slowly creep out of its designated area and slowly take over the state? Sorry, dear. Should be lucky you're indestructible.
It's time for our first vehicle switch. Say goodbye to those rally cars and let's get onto racing wheels.
Oh, right here. Okay, we're doing a cutscene switch. Oh, okay, that's a pretty neat way to do it. Streetcars, baby.
Back to Motorfest again. What's really special about the festival is it's all set on the island of Oahu. Being here in California, it can be hard to imagine just how different Hawaii is. But you know, it's actually further to Hawaii than it is to New York. That's a long way.
Oh yeah, and you can't just drive there either. You gotta take a plane or a boat, or you know, walk underwater, whatever you prefer. Oh my god, I've read like quite a few stories about customers that complain about why they can't just drive to Hawaii, and it just makes me facepalm. I blame the map, the way the maps of the United States are set up, because Hawaii and Alaska are so far away. They usually put them in like their own separate sections, but people take it to mean that the relative distance to the states is short, which they aren't. Right, Hawaii is like a whole ocean away, and Alaska is separated by an entire country. Certainly couldn't just walk away, drive away over there like you wanted to.
Touring cars. Try to keep your eyes on the road, because this next stretch of highway is so beautiful. It's going to be a sight to behold.
Taking the scenic road? Oh yes we are. Alright, cutscene switch here, I have to assume. Yep, here we go. Oh, you don't even get to see the last of the streetcar, just straight into touring car. That's fine. Wow, already 4 minutes into the race. Certainly doesn't feel like it.
That cruise ship off the coast there could be headed to Hawaii, though the festival's transporting most drivers by long-range helicopter, all part of Motorfest's adventure ethos.
Just dropping them in without any supplies or gear. They gotta go forge it for themselves. On the next episode of Survivor. Maybe...
California is certainly gorgeous, but dude, the island of Oahu is a true paradise.
Man, this guy's a real Oahu stan. Sheesh.
Enjoy high-speed street races through the bustling city of Honolulu. Test your off-road skills on the ashy slopes of a volcano.
That doesn't seem safe.
Master the perfect curve on any number of custom-built tracks.
We wrecked the scenery for him. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's all a game, man. It's just a game.
Coming up now on the iconic beaches of Santa Barbara. And the
Man,
gateway to
already
Southern
5 minutes
California.
in.
This area is home to quite a few celebrities these days, including members of the British royal family.
Really had to put the accent in there. Also, what's it with these pedestrians? Didn't they know there's a race going down here? Well, there's a post-launch race, so maybe they weren't informed of it.
Time for the final vehicle switch. Step into those hypercars and get ready to say, I love LA, as we speed into Los Angeles.
I love LA. Do I? I've only been to LA once. It's okay. I wouldn't live there. So it's like even people who live in LA don't think living in LA is worth it.
One thing people love about LA is the weather. And the same goes for Hawaii as well. It's always mid-70s, even when it's raining. There's nothing like the tropics for an awesome party atmosphere.
I mean, weather's nice until, you know, you get nothing but smoke, orangey skies, like that one time, where they advise you to stay inside, smoke is way too much.
Oh, a spectacular view of downtown LA now. Largest city in the US, and second most populous after New York. Sunshine, beaches.
I wonder if that will still
Hard to go
be that
wrong
way
with
after a
the
while.
City of Angels.
As with all these people, you think they would have cleared them out of the way. You think Live would have cleared the road. Alright. 1/5 to go. Ooh yeah, didn't need to bump into anything this time. Are we gonna end on the bridge again? Because that would actually be pretty appropriate. Probably just like take a run through the city for a bit and then conclude on the bridge. Feels like the way to do it. Maybe they'll end in the middle of the city, who knows? Maybe they'll end with us going down... No, Lombard is in San Fran, never mind. I was gonna say we're gonna end up with us going down Lombard, but there's no Lombard here. Yeah, San Francisco is the hilly city in California. Los Angeles is like the flat city in California. Oh, maybe we will end it on the bridge. Or no, we'll end it by a boat, and then, yeah, we'll end on the port, and then we'll get in the helicopter. Yeah, look at that. You see the Motorfest logos everywhere? Alright, get that car packed away.
The departure point for Motorfest, where anyone is welcome to join the party. If you're ready to dive into an exclusive Hawaiian racing experience,
That's like a Horizon Festival, except called Motorfest.
in fact, anyone wishing to join the festival can ship their collection of vehicles
Free of charge? Good lord, who exactly is backing this event? Holy crap.
So jump on one of our choppers and come out to Oahu for a journey you'll never forget. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you at Motorfest.
There you go, your sequel hook right there. Canonically, right, after the Crew 2, after conquering not USA, our character goes off to Hawaii to conquer that. Oh man, I was expecting parts, but I guess not. Oh wait, there they are. They were just hidden in the scenery. Ooh, icon level 160. Alright. Do some stuff here real quick. Alright. Is there anywhere I can see credits? Video, audio controls, key mapping. Ah. Alright. I'm just gonna cut out for a bit because I want to look this up. Crew 2 credits. Oh great, they're talking about crew credits. No, I want to see like the credits cutscene. Okay, maybe if I do how to view the Crew 2 credits. God damn it, they still are talking about the microtransactions. How to view the credits of the Crew 2. Oh my god. Credit scene of the Crew 2? Is this something I gotta like back out to the title screen for? What happens after the live finale of the Crew 2? Ah. Internet is of no help this time. Okay. Maybe it's a narrative. No, that just shows us these cutscenes. What happens if we go to all? What happens if we select all? I have to assume they just play them all in order.
It didn't start with us. Some say it began
Little road trip down nostalgia lane. Yeah, remember when Trell told us all about street racing? Just waffled on about philosophy of it and you know, aspects of it for like 7 whole cutscenes.
Draw a line from them to the street machines you see today, and from those drivers to us. People think we're dangerous, that we're criminals.
Okay. Ooh, what if I search for like the Crew 2 credits roll instead?
We're about more than that. We love what we do, and we want to take it to the next level, to go legit. Change isn't easy, but sometimes it's needed. The trick, getting everyone on board with that. It's about the future, see? Just a question of which one we're headed to.
Oh, hey, after live finale, let's see if this gets us answers.
I tell you, there's nothing like what we do. Showing off what all those hours of work turned into, letting the world see that perfect paint, popping the hood to show off what you built part by part with your own hands. But then you slide behind that wheel. You hear that monster growl.
Honestly, it would be like a really crappy thing if we couldn't like view the credits. Imagine a lot of people worked on this game, and it'd be like an absolute shame if we didn't get to see at least see them even at a glimpse, at a glance.
And we're all looking out for one another. One of us has a problem, people help out. Winners, losers, we're all in this together, and we know it. Just because we got each other's backs don't mean we don't try to outdo one another. We take pride in our rights.
To look at closing credits, but it seems to be just a general thing of.
It's not about breaking the law. I mean, sure, there's a thrill to running outside the lines, but what we're about.
Okay, maybe if I just like search for Crew 2 credits roll. Maybe like option.
Now, a lot of us want to take this off the streets and go legit. Safer for everyone, and we can run that much harder, but not everyone wants to step away from our roots. They talk about what it takes to run out there, the high that comes from risking everything. They say the streets are where we came from, where we belong. It can be hard to argue.
Oh, great. I see a video on YouTube that has the Crew 2 credits, so they are definitely in here somewhere.
This is what we do. Showing off our rides, trying to make it pay.
Is it on the main menu? Do I have to access the credits from the main menu? That seems like the last thing I could probably check. I'm gonna go back to the title screen and see if it's there.
But either way, we're still about the racing. All of us.
I think this is the last one in the narrative cutscenes, right?
It's the speed that matters.
You know, unless you're drifting. Hey, there we go. Alright, let's see if we can kick ourselves back to the title screen here. No, that's quit game. Well, that brings us back here. The only way I could think we could do this, other way I think we could do this is just to wait for them to log us out, but that takes a while. I could just restart the game. Maybe I'll do that. We'll restart the game. So we're gonna see a blank screen for a bit. Watch out, there might be a flashbang. Okay, wait for Steam to do its thing. Alright, start her back up. I see the credits video on YouTube was like an hour long, so maybe there's a reason why they didn't just like play that automatically. Okay, game's starting up again. Come on, come on. I like spinning my hands here. Gotta do its whole song and dance. Yep. Okay. Hopefully it will catch within. There we go. I was worried for a minute there, but no, it got there. Little ivory tower. It's probably an easier way to return to the title screen, but oh, I gotta wait for this all sign-in stuff. Ah, there we go. Credits. Yeah. Okay, and you can fast forward it as well. All right, we'll do that. Yeah, The Crew 2, man. It's like a drastic departure from The Crew 1, because that was like a pretty serious story about, you know, a guy getting revenge on a gang because they murdered his brother and he got framed for it. You know, that was like pretty straightforward as well. It was like road trip through USA. You started kind of like in the central north of USA, and then you made your way east, and you made your way back west, circling around the south, and eventually you would find yourself on the west coast, working up your ranks of that gang. The look was like very different too, right? Because The Crew 2 has this like very clean, very brightly colored look, while The Crew 1 was much more kind of like had that hard edge to it. Everything had a bit of that graffiti spray paint look. And yeah, I wonder if the tonal shift in The Crew 2 was because like the tonal shift in Watch Dogs 2 was so well received, so they didn't know like where to go after, you know, what's his face got his revenge in The Crew 1. So they were like, yeah, you know what, we'll just go in a completely different direction. And apparently that direction was, yeah, we'll just turn this into like Forza Motorsport, but different, because it got boats and planes. Those are like pretty fun to have. It feels like pretty fitting to have in a big open world game like this one. Although I'm kind of disappointed that, you know, it feels like the whole USA gimmick from the first game is kind of put by the wayside, because you could pretty much just go wherever you want, right? In The Crew 1, you had to like physically visit a location before you could just fast travel there whenever you wanted. You could get there earlier, but you had to pay some money for it. In The Crew 2, this is basically just like a giant world map with like maybe different scenery. And it does feel like outside of the cities, everything looked rather same-ish. Not that they didn't look same-ish in The Crew 1, but I don't know. I feel like The Crew 1 did put more emphasis on kind of just touring the cities, because in The Crew 2, you know, The Crew 1's had like specific landmarks that you could go to and check out, and it was like part of a side quest as well. In The Crew 2, you know, they'd still have like some big landmarks like the Golden Gate Bridge and Statue of Liberty, but definitely visiting specific locales and having them in the map was not as important. honestly wish they maybe structured this one more like a race across the USA. Maybe if they even wanted to mix it up, they just have us start like on the West Coast and make our way to New York. That would have been pretty fun. I don't know. Make it feel more connected rather than just having us jump around the USA to just complete events to advance a small semblance of a story. I guess that would be the other thing. It's like, sure, people in the crew one maybe weren't the deepest of characters, but it feels like they managed to make them even like less fleshed out in here. They're pretty much just mouthpieces for you as you kind of go about the events. They really don't do much more outside of their intended role. But I guess these kinds of games are rarely about their story. They're about just letting you drive your dream vehicles, letting loose, driving across their representation of the USA, having fun with it. To that end, I think they did okay. Like, I know the Crew 2 had a pretty rocky start. I remember people talking about how it was like, it felt pretty lacking in content. And it was also buggy, if I remember correctly, but I guess several years later they managed to put in enough stuff where when I saw this was on sale for like $5, the complete version, I just went, you know what? I'll probably get my money's worth, and just, look at that. I certainly did. I guess it probably helped that I was like, you know, played Forza Horizon 5 for 2 years, and don't get me wrong, I loved every minute of it, and I still think it's a great game, but I also have been playing it for 2 years, so it is nice to get something different, something that lets me see different things and drive different cars, and maybe have a bit of a different visual style and structure to it. Like, even if, you know, the handling might not be as good as it is in Forza, the events maybe not quite as varied, and the controls maybe not as tight. Still different enough in the other ways, and you know, the downsides are not so bad that it becomes unbearable. This was good for what it is. As for Motorfest, I know that's not on Steam yet. You can get it on like Ubisoft Connect and Epic Game Store, and on the consoles, of course, but I'm guessing it won't be on Steam for a while, so I'll probably wait till it's on Steam before I pick up Motorfest, and even then, I might wait for a sale. Maybe not like down to $5, but definitely maybe before then. Oh. That's weird. I'm guessing it's like an hour long if you don't speed through it like I did. Yeah, anyways. There you go, The Crew 2. I'll probably continue playing this, but it'll be on my own time. Whew! I'm glad we managed to see it to a conclusion. Yeah. I think next week I'm gonna finally start on Forza Motorsport, the reboot version. I know people don't. People have their criticisms about the game. It does look like their criticisms are warranted, but I want to at least get into it a little bit. Try to get through the base game. We'll see how far we can get. Like, maybe I'll get to play through the credits there. Maybe I won't. Who knows? And that's if it runs at all. I know the Crew 2 is like a bit of a resource hog as well. Our Forza Motorsport is a pretty hefty game, pretty bit of a resource hog. I'll probably install it sometime over the weekend and test it out, make sure that it's good to go before I put it on the schedule. Alright, well, wow, this is 3 hours, a bit shorter than a racing stream usually goes, but I think this might be a good time to call it. So I want to thank everyone who came by and checked me out, who stayed and lurked and watched. I appreciate each and every one of you. And now let's find someone in the raid. Music's gonna cut out, so we're gonna start up the soundtrack again. Ooh, that's kind of loud. We'll turn that down a little bit. Let's see who is on. See, if I remember correctly, Sonic Superstars came out fairly recently. I saw one person stream that, and they actually got through that game in like an afternoon. Then again, Sonic the Hedgehog games were never very long, especially like the classic style ones. It's all in the replay, really. Oh wow, I see someone's playing Mortal Kombat 1. Oh, that's fun. That AI anime is still up. Kinda surprising. Let's see, here it is. We'll just keep searching tags till we find someone who I think I'm open to raiding. Oh, I see someone playing Paladins. Ooh. I see a person playing Celeste. Oh. A plus. Yeah. Let's see who else is on. Real quick. Oh, hey, Lords of the Fallen also came out. Did I already mention that? Yeah, it came out. Heard mixed opinions about it. Maybe not the best Souls-like game out there, but it's not bad. Don't know if I will pick it up. Oh, wait, the person I was gonna raid, it seems like they've been on for a while. It might wrap up soon. Maybe I'll find someone else. Man, I can have someone playing a racing game. That would make these things easier. Alright, you know what? Oh. Wait. Did I ever change? Huh. Guess we'll find out after I get out here. I almost forgot to stop raids again. Normally not a problem, but gotta keep an open mind. Or you gotta keep gotta cover your butt in cases like those, right? Going through the general VTuber tag, and it's like a lot of free-to-play games here. Genshin, Valorant, Dead. Well, okay, Dead by Daylight is not free, but it is multiplayer. Also, Apex. Bunch of others. Oh, Fortnite, of course. See Yu-Gi-Oh! Wow, Marvel vs. Capcom 2. That's surprising. Oh yeah, Jackbox Party Pack 10 is like supposed to come out fairly soon, right? Actually, I haven't heard the greatest opinions about that. Does not seem like it has more hits. Alright, you know what? I think I found someone. Let's see if raids are open for them. Oh, if you made him active, you'll be returned to the login. But I'm already at the login. Nice try, game. Ha ha ha. Alright, we'll see if they have raids open. This is one of the games I actually did play during the demo fest. Don't know if it's out yet or if the demo is just still up and they're just playing through that. Alright, in any case, Kuro Usagi is playing Yohane... This is a long title. Let's see if I can get that up. Yohane the Parhelion Blaze into Deep Blue. Alright, anyways, if you're joining on the raid... Yeah, let's go with that. Live Extreme Motor Nation Champions. If you're joining on the raid, give them that. And if not, well, I'll be back on Friday to continue Sea of Stars. Yeah, we're about to embark on a jungle, get into a town to use a hammer. Hopefully that will give us some leads on how to defeat the new threat. So yeah, see you on Friday. Have a good rest of your week. Hope I have a good rest of the week, personally. Sheesh.